Okay, welcome back. First of all, I just want to say welcome back. We have been gone for how many months? I don't think it's been...
No, we've been gone for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Between Christmas break, you moving here, getting the studio
We live in the same building now.
set up, getting the proper equipment, transitioning to video, getting the mics, getting everything situated, and then finally getting back to a place where we can record as
Dude,
well
we're not
as-
poor.
Well, okay, so
This is 90% of your stuff.
I had this stuff before. I'm still poor. Nothing changed. It just looks
Oh my gosh.
more dressed up now, and we're on video. But yes, we look like we have a setup now. And look, there's Harry Potter, and there's
Dude,
the
bookshelves.
Iliad, and we got Thor and Avengers and Star Wars, and it's lovely.
Dude.
So we've got a good setup. This is a good transition because we've missed a lot of movies. We are going to catch up on a lot of movies. We've got
the main ones.
4 set up for the next little window, so we'll catch up there. But let's start with the biggest news out of everything, which is that Netflix basically acquired half of the movie industry recently.
Yes.
What?
17 days. Theatrical release.
Yes, I did confirm online. The average runtime for things that are not the Odyssey, Narnia,
Yeah.
Star Wars, etc.
45.
The exact huge big office is 21 days.
Stop.
I confirmed it.
I'm pretty sure it's like a 45-day to 90-day window for franchise
90
movies.
day is 3
I
months.
looked it up
It's
too.
Not.
I'm going to trust AI on this one.
Okay.
It's
So, brief statistics on AI. Over the last year, it took the entire water usage of New York City to run
Please stop.
AI. And AI still creates pictures with people with 18 fingers because they
I
can't
love it.
get the human hand right.
No,
The
okay.
window for non-blockbuster movies is 21 days. So for blockbuster movies, like let's talk about Supergirl, that will be lowered by about half. But for movies like Regretting You and everything else, the movie theater window is closed by 4 days. So for some movies, that's a significant time down. The Odyssey, for instance, if it was releasing with Netflix, would be cut by almost half, from 30 down to 17. But for other movies, it would be cut by 4. In reality, the first question that I thought of when I thought of this, and I talked with Lindsay about it on the drive home,
Yeah.
for movies like Regretting You, The Housemaid, and some of these...
Is this thing on? Something like that.
Is this thing on? Do you think that this might actually help, though?
Well,
And let me frame it. You know you only have 17 days, especially for people like us who have 2 off days, and we have a list of movies we want to go see. Many other people function the same way. They've got a day off or 2 a week, and they've got movies they want to go see. If you really, really want to see it in theaters, a shorter window gives you a bigger motivation to go see it in theaters.
No. I mean, like, I was thinking about this too. We got a huge argument about it at work. I mean, on what was it? The biggest thing for me is
Like a week and a half ago.
I believe since they're acquiring so many great franchises like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and DCU, especially with DCU with coming out with Superman, and I did tick you off because I did say, I was like, yeah, it was an all right movie, but as I thought about it more, it was a great movie. It was a great movie.
It
is a great movie.
It's the highest grossing superhero movie of all of
Oh,
2025.
all right, but it didn't make as much money as it needed to be honest.
It
Made $600 million.
Right.
Okay, didn't make $1 billion. When you put out a new superhero movie,
Hold on.
it should have made $1 billion.
Made $600 million.
Yes. And
How much did any Marvel movie make? Because they didn't even make their budget this year.
Yeah, but Doomsday's gonna make $1 billion. Okay, we all know that.
We'll discuss that in a minute. I have
Okay.
so much to tear
But
into.
I do agree with you though on that point of saying that this probably does benefit like movies like Regretting You, Is This Thing On? I do think that from the biggest worry for me though is for the franchise movies that when I'm rewatching Lord of the Rings right now,
Sure.
and immediately my first thought is, damn, I wish I would have saw this and like would have I saw it in theaters, but I kind of don't really remember it, don't even take in like the experience I had watching it. Even though the CGI is kind of dated, it's still phenomenal because it's probably one of the best shot. I mean, it's a phenomenally shot movie. It's great, especially for franchises like that, especially Harry Potter. I'm worried that when you have this 17-day window that you're going to have to, not necessarily, I mean, you're losing, in my opinion, it's just, you're kind of losing money for these franchises. Like the DCU.
Here's how I swing this, though. How much money did Marvel spend on marketing this year?
Yeah, but how much money did DC spend on marketing this year?
$100 million.
Exactly. That's like average that every single superhero
Marvel
movie.
spent $1.2 billion on marketing this year.
All right, because they're
for
coming,
2 movies.
Yes, but they're coming out with so much other stuff too.
They came out with 2 movies this year.
No, I understand, but
So all I'm saying is, if you know you have a 17-day window and you don't spend $1.2 billion, but you spend $200 million, and then your movies in the theaters because they have a limited window, people go to see them because they know they only get 17 days with it in the theaters, and then you go out and you make, let's say they make a smaller profit than what they did. Fantastic Four made about 600, and what did the new Avengers make?
The new Avengers made like 300 million, but like they spent a lot on marketing, so like they lost like 50 to 60 million.
Right. Total 900 profit between those two. If you only spent 200 mil on marketing, then you come out with a $700 million profit margin. So for them, that's a huge win because they spent so much money on trying to get people to go see it in theaters because it was going to be in theaters for a month and a half, and then nobody went to go see it in theaters. If you significantly decrease your budget for marketing because you know that people are only going to be able to see it for 17 days, and people go see it more because they know they only have 17 days, and you market it towards only in theaters for 2.5 weeks, and so people rush to the theaters to go see it, and you make a similar profit margin because many people are seeing it in a shorter window, then you go from Marvel reporting a $200 million loss on the year to a $700 million profit. Then maybe we go from 1 movie a year, or on a good year 2 movies a year, back to, hey, we're finally back in the green instead of losing money every year, to, hey, we could handle a couple more projects because we're not having to come back to the board every season reporting a loss. And Lord of the Rings is setting up for a new movie, but Harry Potter's done making movies. Star Wars has no significant movies planned because their new trilogy just got scrapped. And the Mandalorian movie is a standalone movie.
Yeah.
So, in my mind,
but that's
studios,
not even, that's Disney, but like, yeah, but they're moving towards.
Well, right. They're moving towards a similar era.
Similar thing.
And so, in my mind, this gives you the opportunity to market smart and not spend so much money on it, because Superman didn't spend an egregious amount of mones marketing.
I don't know, dude.
And they made so much money in profit.
I don't think they made that much money in profit, though.
It was like the 8th highest gross. It's Superman in profit.
It is Superman. That's like
it's
the
DC's
Iron Man of the MCU.
Right. It's DC's first movie after the last 10 years of bad movies.
Exactly. You should. I get it, but with all the hype that it got, with everything and it was a good movie. It was a great movie, honestly.
It was one of the highest grossing movies in theaters this year.
It got outgrossed by Zootopia. Like, that's insane to me.
It's not, though, because that's an animated kids movie that parents are taking their kids into theaters to go see.
Parents aren't taking their kids to go see Superman?
No.
What do you mean? What are we talking about here?
What do you mean, what are you talking about?
Superman, that's
because
the
of
definition.
The last 10 years I mean, the Snyder Cut. Are you taking your 8-year-old to go see
Yes.
Snyder Cut? No,
Why?
because it's dark and depressing and brooding and violent.
I mean, probably when when Man of
people-
Steel came out, they didn't know
Right.
like how
But
violent it was going to be.
and they didn't know how violent this was or
This
wasn't
was
going
marketed.
to be.
This was kind of marketed towards sort of like the younger audience
James
too.
Gunn's
It was very
recent
fun and
project
bright
is
and vibrant.
Peacemaker with John Cena, and it's TVMA.
Yeah, but that was
People don't
that's
know what you're getting
kind of
into
like
until it releases. The new Avengers, nobody had any idea it was going to be a mental health subplot throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, but it was
until
great.
they went to go see it.
It was great though.
Right. But it's another example of parents didn't go take their kids to go see that because they didn't know what it was.
Dude, this argument that you're saying they're not going to take,
and it's
like,
still the highest grossing
from like 8 to
superhero
13
movie.
years. They're 13 years old. You're not going to go watch the new Superman film that's coming out, created by James Gunn.
Over Zootopia? No.
Yes. What are we talking about here?
Zootopia was the highest grossing film every year it's released.
I get it. But I just.
It's specifically
How can you say-
marketed
you're
as a
saying-
kids movie.
you're saying-
Superman is not specifically marketed as a kids
But
movie.
you're hyping up like Superman making like all this money, and they're only gonna
in the superhero
and they
market,
had a really extended window in theaters, of course,
no,
because
it
was,
had a 30-day window.
yes, that's double the window that they're asking for. They're gonna make less money. They're going to make less
Except
money.
that it's going straight
And then it's going straight
from
to streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
so
and Netflix is gonna get all the
immediately
spoils.
bringing more profit because that's now their studio.
I get it, but listen, I personally look at the DCU, and I think DCU is the main problem here, and I think they're gonna make more Harry Potter projects because
How is DCU the main problem?
Well, no, I'm saying DCU is going to be affected more. I'm not saying like they're the main problem, but I think they're going to get impacted by this a lot because Marvel's going to. I'm not like hyping up Marvel. I'm a Marvel guy, of course, and I think a lot of people are Marvel people as well. And
Not recently.
listen to me. When the Doomsday trailer came out in theaters, the whole entire theater was talking in the beginning of the Avatar Fire and Ash when I went to go see Avatar Fire and Ash.
We'll talk
People
about
are,
that in a minute.
People are hyped. I get it. You're like negative about the whole entire situation.
The vast
but-
majority of buzz online is not that. We'll get into it in a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be okay. But I'm just saying that DCU is coming out with the Green Lantern TV show. They came out with the Peacemaker TV show. They're coming out with the Clayface TV show. That honestly looks good.
Clayface movie.
Is it a Clayface movie? Mm-hmm. I thought it was a TV show. Frick.
No, rated R. Standalone movie.
But my point being that you're having a 17-day window for like, and Supergirl, honestly, I rewatched the trailer like 3 times. It looks great. It looks awesome. It reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy, and also what storylines they're choosing to go into. They're basing it off of a really famous comic book from Supergirl. I'm super hyped for it. But you have people like that coming. If you come out with Supergirl, it's fantastic. It's just like Superman. You're going to have people go and rewatch the movie. So I'm probably like losing my mind here on like, but in my opinion, you have the DCU, which has more hype than it's ever had before.
Sure.
Okay? You have people, I ask a lot of like nerds and comic book people, they're like, yeah, I'm more excited about the DCU because it's fresh. It's something new. We've been waiting for this for so long for the DCU to have competition with Marvel. And Marvel, I mean, even though they've come out with 2 good projects, they've obviously spent a lot of money into their projects, like you said, and they've lost a little bit of money. But they've made so much money in the past. I think they're just going to rebound and make a lot more money with Doomsday just because of the hype that it's getting. But when you have a 17-day window for a great movie like Supergirl that's going to come out, you're going to have people that are going to go and want to rewatch that movie in theaters. Maybe 2, 3. Heck, some sweaty nerd is going to go watch it 4 times in the theater.
But let's put this to a point. How long did it take Superman to go from theaters to HBO?
I mean, pretty long. I mean, it was
3
like,
months.
yeah.
So the benefit of Netflix is that instead of waiting 3 months for it to go from theaters to your home, is that they can capitalize on the hype from it being in theaters and go, hey, by the way, it's out on Friday, but Saturday morning when you boot up Netflix, it's there.
See, that's the side of it that I'm probably not understanding is like how much money they're going to make when it goes to streaming. But like
Streaming's become
it's
such a
I get
big
it.
thing
I get it.
nowadays that it. And don't ask me how it works, because I don't know.
No, I just don't know the profit from it because we're just so box office. Okay, you made this money in the box office. You spent this much money on profit marketing. It's like, but this is a new sort of thing. So
Leo came out because of one battle after another.
yeah,
And
lost $100 million.
And they asked him, "Are you disappointed that one battle after another is getting award consideration, but made almost no money at the box office?" And he said, "No. Because people don't go to movie theaters anymore. I'm going to wait and we'll see what the box office and the streaming is. Because more people are going to watch it streaming than they would have watched it in the box office." Leo's one of the greatest actors of our generation. And he realizes that going to the theaters is becoming a niche thing.
Yeah, it's like he said,
and
it was
that
like a jazz
streaming
club.
is becoming the new benchmark for, if you can get up to 10 million streams and 50 million at the box office, then you kind of balance out, you're okay. It's a new way we have to look at stuff, and there are some movies where that doesn't need to be done, and we talked about this a little while ago with Christopher Nolan and Chronicles of Narnia and other projects like that where you have amazing directors conducting epic movies. The Odyssey should not be a 17-day straight to Netflix kind
Absolutely
of movie
not.
because it's built for IMAX. The sound, the picture, everything, it's filmed, it's composed, it's done for IMAX. But that's exactly why Christopher Nolan and other directors like him have come out and basically said, we're not going to collaborate with Netflix.
Yep.
Because I want my stuff to get as long of a theater run as it can. In fact, Christopher Nolan's sent out handwritten instructions to these movie theaters for aspect ratios, sound adjustments, everything for when the Odyssey gets into their theater, so that way people have the best viewing experience.
I mean, it's insane, but
So I think that in that scenario, you get to pick your category. If you want to create an epic like Christopher Nolan, you go, cool, I'm making it with a studio that's not Netflix. But if you're doing The Union, Family Matters, or any of these others, like small budget,
yeah.
pop them out and there's 100 movies like it kind of movie, you go, let it get its run in theater, regretting you. Let it get its run in theaters, makes it box office money, and then go let people stream it, because that's where we're going to get the most of our money anyway, is people who didn't want to pay for it in theaters, but do pay for Netflix and go stream it. And I think that that's fine as long as we don't exclude all movies from theaters.
I just think it's the franchise movies is what I'm like really worried about, because 17 days, I mean, it's only like 2 weeks. I mean, it's not that I'm going to miss it, but I mean, I just think it's such a short window, and especially if it's a great movie. Like, I personally think Supergirl is going to be a great movie, and for it to only be in the theaters for 17 days, I think is just a huge mistake. And to have, when we have, when I was in the theater, and I mean, I talk about that one experience, but like people are all, everybody is talking about Doomsday, the countdown and everything. And I get it. It might not be the best movie that we ever seen from the Marvel franchise, but it's getting a ton of hype, and it's going to pack theaters for weeks and weeks and weeks. And DCU...
Can I address that for a second?
DCU can do that, especially with the projects that they're building towards. I mean, they're going to have a ton of care. They're going to bring back obviously the Justice League, and they're going to find Wonder Woman. They're going to cast her. And I'm just worried that with a 17-day window for all of these movies, it's going to kind of kill the hype a little bit, because you're not going to have people being like, oh, I need to go see, you have to go see that in theaters. Like, everybody asks me or you, it's like, should I go see this in theaters, like at work or anywhere? When you only have a 17-day window and then it goes straight to streaming, obviously, everyone's going to watch it. I get the streaming numbers are going to go up, but I think it just takes a little bit of the hype out of, like the viewing experience. and the hype for the DCU. A little bit, just a little bit. But for, like you said, for the small movies, though, I do understand it because that's kind of like where we've been going towards. I mean, I've seen the amount of times that we've been like, let's go see a movie, and it ends up already going on streaming, like probably like 2 weeks after. It's like stereotype. It's like what we're going towards. But, I mean, Regretting You was amazing in theaters. Is This Thing On, which I just saw recently, was absolutely amazing in theaters. And I think you have to go see that in theaters. But that's just my personal opinion. And, like, this is the business model that we're going towards now. But I hear what you're saying, like, about that. It's just, I mean, the DCU, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, those franchises that get 2 or 3 more watches from people in the theaters, and you get millions and millions of dollars. I just think that's a big mistake on their part.
My problem with it is, what would you say this year's most anticipated movie was that we saw?
What, this year?
This year. What would you say?
It was Superman.
Okay. At one viewing, because we saw it twice this year, at one viewing of Superman, was the theater fully filled?
No. Because we did like see it, but it was fully filled, like kind of like 75%, I would say, the first time we watched it.
Right, opening weekend, and then
not
we went
really
to,
opening
and then
weekend.
We saw it Friday.
Did we see it like?
We saw it Friday morning,
weekend?
opening weekend.
Yeah, I mean.
And then the week
it was
after,
like 75%.
It had 60% of seats available. If people were still packing theaters the way they did when Endgame came out, I think this would be a lot more valid argument. But the fact of the matter is, when you and I go to the theaters, 95% of the time, 70% of the theater is available.
Yeah.
Or more. And it's usually more. I mean, more often than not, it's you, me, and like 3 people in the theaters. In a theater that seats 40 to 50.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you about...
If people still showed up to movies the way they showed up to movies, I mean, I remember going to Harry Potter 7 Part 2.
Yeah, I remember
and
too.
Squeezing in. Like, there were people who were sitting on the stairs for that movie.
Fast and Furious. I mean, I remember that. That was a crazy movie experience with everyone. It was unbelievable. I mean, people would pack the theater. That's why there's 10 of those movies in the franchise.
People were lined up around the block just to see
if
they could get
every
tickets.
Marvel movie was packed.
And nowadays, I mean,
people just don't get.
People don't go, and so I think this would be something that bothered me a lot more if people were still doing that when we showed up for theater experiences. But because you and I, in the year that we've done this, have never been in a sold-out theater for any movie. And we've seen great movies. One Battle After Another was a great movie.
F1 was pretty packed.
F1 was pretty packed.
F1 was probably
Superman
the closest
was pretty packed.
Yeah, Superman was pretty packed. We went to go see it like 2 weeks after. Well, no, like a week after.
Even Jurassic Park, which is bad, but that movie theater was pretty full.
Yeah.
But we've gone to see, 50 movies in theaters?
Yeah.
We've been in 0 sold-out theaters.
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like what the industry is saying is, if you want us to give you an extended window, prove to us that it's financially worth keeping an extended window. And right now, people are not going.
Yeah. I mean,
It makes enough sense because after 4 weeks, you're getting, 4 or 5 tickets a day? But you're having to rent the space for the movie, pay for it, and everything else. Is the benefit outweighing the cost?
Yeah. I mean, it's just for the... I have really no argument for the smaller movies because, like you said, like the theaters are pretty like open. Like there is probably like sometimes like 25%, maybe like only like 40% are at the movie theaters. It's just the franchise movies that they acquired that I'm worried about. And I get it. They're going to go straight to streaming and, a lot of people are going to be happy with that most likely. But I mean, I just think they're missing a huge opportunity here because they're just getting started their universe. And, we talked about sort of the hype that Marvel has gone, everything that they had when they had their 10-year run. I just think they're missing out on a little big opportunity with the DCU and Lord of the Rings too. Anytime they come out with a project, but that's like my only argument to that. I really can't argue about the smaller projects at all because like that's pretty much true. I mean, a lot of people tend to like lean to more they're like, oh, I'll just wait for that to come out on streaming. Heck, I've said that before where I'm like, oh, I just need to watch that on streaming. So I hear what you're saying. It's just
Yeah. I think
it
my argument is that that's the movie theater treatment for franchise and small movies.
And I just think that's
and
a
so
big
I
mistake.
think the big mistake right now is from the consumer, not from the studio.
Yeah.
People aren't going to see the movie.
We are the problem, Gavin.
Oh,
we have to look at ourselves.
For sure. If you want them to respond, start going to the theater.
That is funny though, because you know we get in arguments about this, and I will always lean on the side of the theater, and you're kind of just the person that adapts. You're like, listen, man, this is what is happening. It's just you have to accept it, Brett. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to accept that. I can't. I'm not going to accept that. I can't watch Lord of the Rings, the new movie, 4 times in theaters. Every time on my off day, I go and see it maybe once, maybe twice. You know, but like, yeah, I mean, it is the consumer's problem. Like, people have to start going to the theaters and start watching, like, these franchise movies at the very least. At the very least.
We've said it for a year.
A year. And
it's the reason why this is a capability. Because if people were in theaters every week seeing these big, big movies, they couldn't do that. They wouldn't be able to. They'd look at it and they'd go, we're going to lose money just from saying it. Mm-hmm. And you know, you get guys like Christopher Nolan who come out and are like, well, that's stupid. I'm not making movies for you. But then you hear fans go, oh, that's ridiculous. And then they go, but it'll be on streaming, so it'll be okay.
Yeah. It's definitely a difficult time right now. And it's just interesting. And it's change. I mean, like, it's hard to adapt to change for sure. But it's internet. I really want to hear a stat since we're starting this in January, and we're going to probably do like our most anticipated movies and stuff. There's a lot of movies that are coming out that are going to be absolutely amazing, I think. But I'm interested to see, you know, the box office numbers compared to December when Dune Messiah comes out, Doomsday comes out, to like the rest of the year.
What I want to do is compare July when The Odyssey comes out to December.
Well, July is going to be insane because you're going to have Spider-Man Brand New Day and you're going to have The Odyssey in the same month. So that's going to be like a $2 billion.
You would think.
Stop. Don't. You're really going to say Spider-Man Brand New Day is not going to make $1 billion. You know, let's make a bet.
$1 billion?
Yeah, I think it's going to make $1 billion. I think it's going to make, give me some leeway, I think it's going to make $900 million. Because they're still going to have the traditional window of like 30 days or 45 days is what you're talking about. I think they're going to make $900 million.
I don't know. I'll officially place my wager when I see the
$10
first
bet.
trailer. When I see the first trailer.
Oh my goodness. It's going to get 1 billion views on the first trailer. Sadie Sink is already getting so much traction from not only Stranger Things, but her getting casted into it. And she's even promoting the film somewhat. But besides the point, I just think it's going to get $900 million.
We'll see. It's a good transition. So you've seen the trailers. I've seen the trailers. I'll let you go first because I have a very special opinion.
What? For Doomsday.
For Doomsday.
Oh my God. I saw the X-Men trailer. I saw Thor.
Thor's not an X-Man.
No, I'm saying I saw the Thor trailer and then I saw the X-Men trailer.
Okay.
For Doomsday.
All right.
Sorry, I just killed your build up there. That's my bad.
That's all right. We've talked about it briefly before, so I kind of already know your stance, but for the sake of getting the conversation rolling, where do you stand with Avengers Doomsday?
I think it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I do not care about the build-up to it and how dysfunctional it's been. It's already filmed. It's already wrapped up. It's already edited. We're ready to go. As soon as I saw Thor praying to Odin, I was like, we're back. that immediately wiped away all my fear of like what is going to happen with this movie, because I was like, the Russo brothers got us. They're going to play the hits. Steve Rogers holding the kid. It's great. Steve Rogers returns. And I don't care anymore about, this build up. It all has to make sense. They're literally going to take the best things out of this phase that they possibly could, which was not a lot. There's not a lot. I understand. And as long as you give me Loki, as long as you give me X-Men. And by the way, judging from the trailer,
X-Men weren't in this phase. X-Men haven't been
it doesn't
anywhere.
matter. No, but they're going to give us X-Men, which is great. And the X-Men are a beloved franchise and a beloved movie characters in the Marvel universe, and they're going to make it make sense.
They're a Sony product.
If they showed up, listen to me, Gavin, if they just showed up, I don't even care. They don't even have to explain anything. We have seen so many movies of them in the past, it doesn't matter to me anymore. If they just showed me they were instantly fighting Doom, they were losing, Cyclops rages, boom, they give us one of the greatest shots in comic book history of him raging and just shooting a laser beam out of his eyes. Give me that all day. Right to start the movie, boom. And then they're into Thor saying a prayer to Odin. Spaceship comes down, Doom comes in, fights the new Avengers, destroys them, boom, we're back. I'm all good. That's all they need to do for me. It's all good. It's going to make $1 billion, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
There's
so
nothing you can do about it.
The number one thing that has been going around online, and the tagline from my opinion, which I love that this is the common opinion.
Your eye twitched so bad there.
It's the feeling from deep within me, just trying to escape.
It's gonna be great.
Lazy.
What?
Lazy.
Dude.
It's all so lazy. Hey, we haven't made good profit on anything. Let's bring back Chris Evans as Captain America. Hey, we haven't bothered to introduce any of these characters. Let's just throw them into the story and
throw them into the fire pit.
This is bad storytelling. This is incoherent.
Oh my God. We don't know yet.
What do you mean we don't know yet?
We don't know if it's bad storytelling yet. It might be the most amazing story you've ever heard.
Unless this movie is 6 hours long, which it's not. There's no way to tell a good story where you somehow get 1980 Fantastic Four with Sony alternate timeline
100%.
X-Men with new Avengers in 2042, different third timeline this with Steve Rogers in the past returning Time Stone,
100%.
alternate timeline that. Oh, and fifth alternate timeline this with Deadpool in alternate timeline 6 with... They took a giant jumbled mess and they said, I wonder what's the stupidest, laziest, most awful thing we could do to basically correct every bad writing mistake we've made up until now. I got it. We'll just accidentally all shove them into one timeline and call it good. Oh, and because not all of these characters can, stay, because like Patrick is 100 years old, so he can't keep playing Professor X forever, and Hugh Jackman can't keep playing Wolverine forever, and Halle Berry can't play Storm forever. We'll just kill a bunch of them in Secret Wars, and we'll let Hemsworth stay because we already announced that he's playing Thor for 10 years. So the spoiler of him dying or not dying is already done, so nobody cares. Oh, and Tom Holland's announced online that he's playing for 6 more movies, so don't worry, he's definitely not going to die either. Oh, and Downey is going to be Doomsday, but don't worry because we're bringing back all these other characters, so there's a really good chance that we just go ahead and bring him back as Iron Man 2 because we're just going back and playing the things that made us money instead of coming up with creative new storylines that might be cohesive and comprehensive in any way. Lazy. So lazy. And even if they execute it perfectly, my hype around this movie is a 0 out of 10. My expectations for this movie are a 1 out of 10. And the disaster probability of this movie is a 10 out of 10. They have 35 listed characters that they somehow need to get to one timeline, form a cohesive group, and get to all fight together over the course of 2 movies with no connector movie because Spider-Man's next movie has been promised to be street-level crime. Well, you can't fight Doctor Doom and street-level crime because Doctor Doom isn't street-level crime. He's literally Lord over the planet Doom.
It's going to be amazing.
It sucked so bad. I can't
It's
wait
gonna be
to
amazing.
give this movie a worse rating than
Stop.
Jurassic World.
You're just hate watching at that point.
No,
You're
it's
telling
so
me,
bad.
You're telling me you didn't see Thor praying to the gods.
Felt
praying
nothing.
You're kidding me.
Nope, Thor's one of my favorite
Stop.
characters in Marvel.
Dude,
Felt nothing.
I was about ready to run through a brick wall. I'm like,
No,
let's get
and
it.
I love
Let's
that
go
movie.
to war. Listen,
Felt
just
nothing.
trust the Russo brothers. It's fine.
I don't
it's
trust
okay.
the Russo brothers.
Why? They made probably 2 of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
That doesn't give them an excuse
3 actually.
to come back and go,
Yeah.
oh, well, let's
They
just do
can
the
do
same
whatever
thing again.
They can do whatever they
No,
want, man.
in an era of regurgitated stories and just remaking the same old movie over and over again,
Gavin,
I
just
don't
have
want you to
fun.
wait 3 years
Just have fun.
to remake Endgame.
Just have fun. It's
No,
going to be great.
it's not.
It's going to look like the comic books. It's going to be accurate.
No,
it's going to be
because
awesome.
the comic books, Doctor Doom begins the comic with ripping Thanos' head straight out of his body and crushing his skull.
Might still be able to do that because
no,
we have
because
Loki.
they killed Thanos.
Dude, Loki can be the engine. He can make this all happen.
No, see, that's an even stupider part of the story.
Why? Have you seen Loki?
Yes, and I have, and here's why this makes this even more frustrating.
Why?
How did Loki end?
Yeah, because
He
could
unified all of
the
the
timelines.
timelines, which means that there shouldn't be 100 extra timeline variations left.
Exactly. So now we're
So
just
All of this other nonsense that's still there corrupts that ending.
They're gonna start
It's
off.
it's
They're gonna
a,
start off with that, and then
it's
they're
a
gonna explain to you why.
timeline-sized plot hole that
Yeah.
they're completely ignoring.
That they're just gonna legit
No.
cover it up because they're gonna
like
start
when
with Loki.
WandaVision came out and then Doctor Strange came out and they were like, oh, she actually didn't find clarity. She's a bad guy and she's trying to take over the world.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
That's all this is.
No, it's gonna be great.
No, Loki. Loki didn't signify the timelines. He did. We don't know. We didn't watch the show.
They watched the
It's-
show. They watched
Then
everything.
why is it that we're still getting this?
What is this, dude? We've come out with 2 teaser trailers, and you're already freaking out this bad.
Freaking
It's
out? No, I'm
Yeah.
actually frustrated.
Freaking out? Yes, you just
Frustrated. That we are so deep into the pocket of lost money for Marvel, and they couldn't possibly come up with a better scheme to get back on track than rehire Chris Evans.
Dude, it's great. Everybody loves Steve Rogers, and he took a break. He's mentally good. It's fine.
It's not about him being mentally good. It's about writing good stories and just bringing back.
We don't
old
know if it's a
characters.
good story yet. You're acting like the movie's already out. We've just gotten trailers.
It's not a good story.
It will be a good story.
The Loki plot hole's already gigantic. Not to mention that you have to spend the first hour of the movie bringing the X-Men, the Avengers, the new Avengers,
They don't need the
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's kind of easy. I
The
mean,
Young Avengers, all together in one room in one timeline. Before you even introduce
they're
Doom.
not gonna do the Young Avengers. I don't think so. Are they? You see, there's a lot of characters in this movie. It's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be great.
They did. No, it's not.
It's gonna be great.
No.
You're gonna love it, dude.
I have no
we're
anticipation
not gonna
of
be
loving
able,
this
we're not
movie.
gonna be able to go see it together. Maybe we could go see it early screening.
In the winter, I will be back on a middle of the week schedule.
Oh, really? Okay. But it's gonna be great.
It won't. It went from a highly anticipated movie of 2026 for me down to
Stop. You're
a non-anticipated
You're
movie.
crazy. You're insane.
No, Spider-Man still
You're-
very highly anticipated. Dune, I need to get on board with, but I'm going to read the books first, so that stays as a highly anticipated movie. Project Hail Mary, it might be my most anticipated movie of 2026. It looks amazing.
You're saying Doomsday is like your 10th?
Doomsday might not be on my top 10.
Shut up. You need to stop, okay? Oh my God.
100%.
You need to stop. You are nauseating. I mean, it's insane to say that.
It's not.
It's the most hyped up movie of 2026.
No.
It's the most anticipated movie of 2026.
It's not.
Just because there's a little bit of issues with the story.
A little bit?
There is. It's a little bit. That's all.
It's not a little bit. This
X-Men-
Marvel attitude of
Why is it a
band-aiding-
problem? Why is it a problem that they're going to introduce the X-Men in Doomsday? Why is it an issue?
Why?
You don't need like four.
Because they're not
you don't need.
introducing X-Men. They're bringing back the old X-Men
Yeah.
from the Sony movies, which have never been a part of the Marvel universe. So in essence, they're introducing 12 brand new characters to a timeline they've never been a part of, while trying to introduce 4 other unique groups to each other.
They're gonna have 3 hours to do this. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so first of all, it's not gonna be easy.
They already did it.
They
It's already
didn't.
filmed. We're ready to go.
Just because they filmed it doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, you're just over here saying it's bad. We don't know if it's going to be good or bad. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be amazing. Then we're going to get set up for Secret Wars, and then it's going to be
know that
unbelievable.
It's good, but you can know that it's amazing.
I can, yeah.
No.
You know why? Because my opinion
No,
matters.
because you've become a Marvel fan head.
No, I have not.
Where
I
as
have.
soon as you saw Steve Rogers and Thor, you were like,
Oh yeah.
oh, okay, the Russo brothers,
Instantly.
Captain America, Thor, Band-Aid, we're good.
Yep. We're
Yeah.
good.
All right, well, at least you're admitting to it. Bad Marvel fan right there.
How am I a bad
Cheers.
Marvel fan for trusting in projects? I trust that the Russo brothers, who have done this 3 times, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Did they do Winter Soldier?
I don't know, but that's not a good example.
Stop. You don't think Winter Soldier is a good
Is a
movie?
10 out of 10? No.
Yes. It's like a 9. What are we talking about here?
8.
Okay, wait. You made it sound like it was a 5. What are you talking about? It's a great movie.
You said 10 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10.
Honestly, fucking damn near close.
No, 8 out of 10 is not a 10 out of 10.
I know. I'm just saying. They've done fantastic projects. 9, honestly, above 9 for
This
every
is
single
not
project
like
that they've
a
done.
project that they've done before, though.
I know it's going to be
Because
tough, but I think
Endgame,
I'm confident
we had
that they can do it.
Wakanda to set it up. We had
Yeah.
Guardians to set it up. We had Captain
Yeah, but you
America
just
and
don't-
Iron Man, and we had all of the groundwork laid. This is a movie where zero groundwork has been laid, other than watching Mrs. Fantastic's son talk
Yeah.
to a guy in a hood.
That's all I need.
No.
That's all I needed.
I had 10 years. 10 years
I get
of
it, and that will
movies to
never
get-
be. This will never be probably this. This will never probably happen again. It was one of the greatest
Lazy.
cinematic feats.
So then it's lazy.
No, it's not lazy. It's just
you
it's
go
just the
all-
cards. It's just the cards that they were dealt. Okay, they
No,
tried.
no,
They
it's
tried.
not the cards that you
they
were
tried,
dealt.
but they dealt with a lot of issues with Kang the Conqueror storyline. They dealt with a lot of issues outside and inside production. Okay, it's fine. Why can't people just accept that? Listen, we're not going to get a 10-year build-up, but this might be
I'm not saying I
the
need a 10-year
setup to
build-up.
something
I
great
need
down the
any
line.
build up. I need anything longer than 30 seconds.
No, it's fine. It's
If the Iliad
I
came
think-
out and Christopher Nolan said, "Don't worry, I've got a 30-second Odyssey movie."
We're good.
No,
We're good.
because that's not how
First
epic
of all,
stories are told.
That's what are you talking about? Like I didn't even get that analogy where you're saying like you're just setting. I get it. They're teasing you the movie.
Epic
It's a preview.
should be followed by epic. One should prelude the other. You can't.
get what
you
you're
can't.
saying.
You can't give me
You
a
don't
preface.
need.
that's supposed to be an epic story instead of an epic story.
For a good comic book movie, you do not need. I understand where people are coming from. We're not going to get a cinematic experience like this ever again. Okay,
but I need a story.
There will be a story. There will be a story.
There is none right now.
Why can't you just accept it as a standalone movie? Like, what is wrong with that?
Because they came out and said it's not.
Okay, but the times have changed.
They came out and said
they've dealt with
it's a
some
direct
issues.
sequel to Endgame.
And now we're going to go into it.
We're basically just wiping
great.
everything else from the slate off the map.
Yeah, because they have to.
Lazy.
To make it great, they have to. They have to
make
adjust.
it great, they have to? That's not good.
No, it's not. It is.
No. Hey, to make something good, we have to get rid of 8 projects. That's not good.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Because they're going to play the hits. They're going to play the hits.
Lazy.
They're going to play the characters that people
So
love.
lazy.
And then they're going to introduce the story to you. And it's going to be a great introduction. It's going to get you hyped up. It's going to immediately grip you.
Intro movie.
You going in to hate it, you're just going to instantly hate it. Come on, Gavin. You have to get... It's going to be the most...
I'm not going to get hyped about it.
Stop.
There's nothing to get hyped
they're
about.
making a count. What are you saying? There's nothing to get hyped about. The 2 trailers alone got me hyped about.
Pitch me something to be hyped about.
X-Men. There you go. We're good. That's all you need. That's all you need.
I saw the best of X-Men.
Okay.
This stands to ruin the X-Men.
No, it doesn't. Oh my God. No, it doesn't.
Really?
It's just going to be another great story of X-Men. Why can't you accept that? Why can't you accept that? Why are you like, I'm totally against this? The Marvel Universe has never...
Because we've done too much of, let's just bring back cameo characters so we can have name dropping in films. I don't need characters to be there just so you can say Storm was in it. No, I want good stories, not just, oh my gosh, look, there's Chris Evans. I don't care.
They're not going to do that. They're not.
That is what that trailer was. Chris Evans will return in Avengers Doomsday.
It wasn't the official trailer. That was just a teaser, just saying to you like what is going to happen, who's going to be in it. Just like
not what was going to happen.
Like the chairs.
Just hey, by the way, Chris Evans is in it.
What's wrong with that? They're
it
coming.
Tells
they're
me
getting.
About
we're
the
a
story.
year out, dude. It's
right. But that's what I'm saying. Is that this movie shouldn't be who's in it. It should be what the story is about.
They're just letting you know. Come on. They're just giving us what is going to be in the movie. I'm hyped. I'm glad Steve Rogers is coming back. He might be in the movie. He might be in the movie for 1 minute.
If Spider-Man 3 showed a trailer of Andrew Garfield and said Andrew Garfield
I
will
would
be in Spider-Man
ecstatic.
3,
It would make $1 billion.
That would be the worst move ever because it would have ruined the entire surprise of it. If you really want to bring Captain America back,
they're gonna bring back Andrew Garfield. You already know it.
I don't care. I want to be surprised. I want the story to be the thing that I'm hyped about. And then if you want to bring back a character, let me be shocked by it in theaters. Let me have the 3 Spider-Men in theaters as a surprise. You rolling out the red carpet for Chris Evans a year before the movie's out takes away what would have been the biggest surprise of that movie because he's come out in interview after interview after interview and said, no, it's a real bummer because, I really wish I was there. It feels like not being a part of the family. It's like there was a party and I wasn't invited. And nobody thought he was in that movie. You could have gone all the way till December 29th. And had people go, oh my gosh, Captain America's in this movie. And instead, a year before the movie releases...
about the teaser?
No. Your story takes a huge hit by the fact that one of the biggest spoilers of the movie...
It's not that crazy of a spoiler, man.
He's supposed to be dead.
Listen...
He was
dancing with Peggy at the end of Endgame.
And the fact that he's alive and interactive. Oh, and we haven't even talked about how this detracts from Anthony Mackie.
Maybe it caused an issue.
How does this not detract from Anthony Mackie?
Listen, the Brave New World, it wasn't a hit.
Listen,
it sucked.
First African American Captain America. Oh, nope, push him aside. Your movie stunk, so here's Chris Evans.
We don't know how.
How is
We don't
Chris Evans
know.
not Captain America in this movie?
No, I'm saying we just don't know how.
So what happens to Anthony Mackie? Huge plot hole.
We don't know. We'll see.
Another bad set of storytelling.
It's gonna be great.
No.
It's gonna be great. I can't believe you said it was. This is the whole reason why we started arguing is because you said it was going to be your least
Anticipated.
That's
there
crazy.
are so many plot holes right now. So many.
They're gonna cover them all up, and it's gonna be great.
Covering up plot holes is not good.
What if Avengers Doomsday is going to be a great movie like on its own? Like what are you gonna say about that? Like
if they surprise me,
are you just gonna
shock me,
are you just
bewilder
gonna be like mad that you're like, oh yeah,
No, if
you're
they
gonna
end
find
up
like
making
60 plot holes that
if
they
they
have?
end up making a good movie where they tell a coherent story that
They will.
makes sense, you don't know.
They will.
Then I'll rate the movie well, and
Yeah.
we'll move on.
You're already coming in to being like, I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 10.
Because
It's the most
I've
anticipated
pointed out
movie of the year.
4 plot holes, huge plot holes,
I mean,
and the story trailer isn't even out yet. I don't know that I want to see it because it might just introduce 5 or 6 more plot holes. I'm not going to go in. No, I'm not going to accept plot holes.
Just accept them, dude.
No,
Stranger
that's bad
Things.
storytelling.
Listen. I'm going in as it's a standalone movie. It's going to start.
It's a direct sequel to Endgame. It's not a
Great.
standalone movie.
Honestly, great, fantastic. Let's go.
So I'm going in with the expectations that the studio said they wanted to set. That's what I've got.
Well, guess what?
They set
Times
the
changed.
standard.
They had to adjust, and now they're trying to make the best possible thing they can for us.
Great, and they will be judged accordingly.
I get your arguments. I get why you're pissed, and I get why you're mad and frustrated. But I think it's going to be amazing. And I mean, I think as long as they do the things that were great in this phase, which was not that many things, and the Russo brothers, they set it up to be perfect. They had the most perfect ending to Endgame you could possibly think of. It was amazing, and I think there is a story to be told there, but given that, listen, we're just going to start Endgame, and then we're going to work with what we got, and then we're going to introduce some great things. Once I saw X-Men, once I saw the Thor character that they're going to bring to the screen, the one that I love, the one that's serious, that has been through a lot, I was ready to go. And then Steve Rogers, I was like, let's get it. I mean, I love Captain America. You hate Winter Soldier for some reason. That
Weakest character in
that
the
was-
MCU. I'm back.
But it's fine. We just did like an hour and a half. I don't even know how long we've talked right now. But it's
Probably
okay.
a while.
It's okay. But I was gonna start out with this, but then we just started talking about the streaming, which is great. But I wanted to do some news and notes, on what's happened recently.
Sure.
And honestly, the argument we just had was basically kind of in a culmination of what has been going on with the MCU. Blade is canceled.
Blade is canceled.
And now it's going to go on I forgot what the...
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns. So, yeah, that was very, not surprising news. I mean, that came out, in 2020? And then, they announced...
Couldn't get a director, couldn't
it,
keep an actor, couldn't find a producer.
COVID kind of hit, and then, that kind of hurt the production and stuff. So, that, pushed it back. So, disappointing from that standpoint. But, maybe the TV show will be good that they're coming out with. We'll see. But, Wonder Man, did you see that? I showed you a trailer for that.
You did show me a trailer for that. It looks mildly interesting. It doesn't look like
it's not
great,
a world beater, but to be honest, you never know. Could be an interesting character that people fall in love with. You'll see, but
it could be.
I don't think it's gonna gain that much traction though. I don't think it's gonna be. I will watch it for sure to see if it's good, but I'm glad they're making original stuff just to maybe have in their back pocket just in case if they wanted to use it. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan got cast in Batman Part 2. You said you knew what he was going to be?
He's playing one of the supporting characters, and I can't remember which one.
Obviously we have to see it till the movie comes out. But, until the trailer comes out.
It'll be interesting. He's a good actor.
Yeah. Another character, Scarlett Johansson's in Batman Part 2 too. So those two transitioning into the DCU just shows kind of the hype of that and like the momentum that you're getting. You know, I mean, the Netflix. That's why like partly I'm like upset about the Netflix 17-day window, but you know I think I think it'll make sense. Honestly, I mean, if I had to give like my really really honest opinion about it, it'll probably all work out. It'll probably make sense for everybody, but. Hopefully they can, at least for the great movies, give it like at least 30 days.
We'll see.
Come on. Are
you saying come on to me like I have any control over this?
You have all the control.
That's zero.
And then David Harbour taking a break from acting because of Stranger Things. That was a lot for him. It was a lot. There was a lot of stuff like outside that definitely hurt him.
Here's the thing though.
But like it's a lot. I mean,
I'm
not surprised.
B? What do you mean? You took 4 years? 4 years? You did so many projects in between.
Are you talking about Stranger Things like itself?
Yeah,
like that they... Oh, yeah.
Well, and then like you filmed for what, 1 year for Stranger Things and now you're burnt out?
Yeah, well...
This has got to reflect
He did Thunderbolts.
He did do Thunderbolts, and he did do
it was a year
Violent Night.
It was a year shoot.
It's
a lot.
Let's go back to Batman. Okay, Robert Pattinson's working on 11 projects this year.
Yeah, but David Harbour's old.
Okay.
Older.
He is older. He worked on 2 projects in a year.
It's a year.
So that tells
me
that either the people on Stranger Things are not running.
He's in Doomsday, so he was on Doomsday as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot. You're not gonna cut 11. The guy some slack. Your twin. You're not gonna cut him some slack.
Okay. First of all, not my twin. Second of all, it's. I'm at a point where I think that some of the problem with these actors is that they don't get put into the roles they want, and so instead of going out and continuing to do work, they go, "Oh, I'm going to take a break."
Yeah.
And I think that the dedication towards your craft needs to be there. For instance, Tom Holland's a really great example of this. He takes small breaks in between each project. Spend time with Zendaya, take downtime for himself. He took time to recover when he was getting sober.
Took a year off.
He's taking time. But he's still working consistently. Sadie Sink, in between projects. She does stuff on Broadway. She did stuff with Stranger Things. But she's working consistently. It's the kind of thing where if you're going to take time off, then I want to see you continue to be doing something productive in that time. Because when people are sitting on their hands in their downtime, that's when people are doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Tom Holland got sober in his downtime. He spent time building his family in his downtime. These are good, productive things.
Look at where that led to him becoming Odysseus' son in the Odyssey.
John Bernthal,
the legend himself,
got sober, started talking with people on a podcast that are struggling.
Yeah.
Great things to do with your downtime. I don't like seeing people go, "Oh, well, I made $500 million and now I'm going to take time off and then go do stupid stuff."
I feel that.
And I think that's where my frustration lies.
With him taking a break? With just actors as a whole?
Huge big name actors getting giant paydays and then going, "Well, I'm going to take a break." Because I see it as the opportunity for them to take a break doing something not productive with a huge amount of money in the bank account and then doing stupid stuff that doesn't make sense for their careers.
Yeah.
You just got past whatever it was with Millie Bobby Brown. Don't know, don't care.
Yeah. I'm not
going to comment on any of it because I have no information.
Crazy.
Do something productive. You had one of your castmates come out and say that if she'd worked on season 5, she could have paid for her cancer treatment. Why do none of you reach out to her and offer to help? You want to take part of your downtime? Go spend time with her.
Yeah.
Help her with her cancer treatment. Be there for people. I think my frustration lies in not seeing people want to do good for the world around them. Go be good for the world around you. You guys have endless money and time and the capability to say, well, I'm not going to work for a year. You and I don't have that option of, oh, well, I'm just not going to work for a year.
Yeah.
I can't not work for a year. It's impossible. There's no option for that. If you have the kind of funds and availability, we just afforded shelves. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see people do more good, I think, is really at the core of it. So if you're going to take time off and go do good. Josh Allen's a great example.
Yeah, man.
He's got so many different charities and programs and stuff that he does in his off time.
I cry every single time I see that.
All right. What's
wrong with that?
Nothing. But I like seeing people in those positions do good with their time off.
Yeah.
I want to see more people do good.
I feel you.
Let's not make it about, oh,
that was
David
very motivational,
Harborough.
Gavin. I honestly, you know what? That was great.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
No, but I hope he's all good. But
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's going to be back for Doomsday. I think he just looked at this period of time and he was like, yeah, listen, I got
Everybody needs
to
a
promote
break.
the movie.
Everybody needs some downtime.
So he'll be fine. He'll get back on his high horse and we'll be good. And then probably one of my most anticipated movies. It would probably have to be 2 or 3 on my list for my most anticipated movie, and it's at the start of the year. 28 years later, the Bone Temple comes out.
Yeah, very excited for that movie.
Next week.
It comes out next week?
January 16th. 7 days. We're so behind on everything. It's going to be great.
Unbelievably behind.
We have to do that first, though. We have to do that.
That movie
We have to do that. We have to watch. We're both on different off days right now, but we will get that out pretty soon.
Yes, because that movie is going to be amazing. Well, let me rephrase. It looks great.
It's going to be amazing.
And 28 years later was amazing.
Also, another thing, I've said this multiple times. This is how you do a trilogy, okay? Because they're doing 3 movies, right? That's how you do a trilogy. You film the first 2 pretty close together, and then you have a close release date. That came out in the summer, so everyone's still hyped about 28 years later, and they got a streaming window.
Oh,
it
just released on streaming.
Yeah, so
everybody's just going back to watching it. They're re-upping. They're getting excited again, and it's in theaters 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
dude, come on. That's exactly how you market this.
Yeah, I honestly probably am holding everyone to the standard of what they're doing. And they've done it.
And it's low budget.
Dune sort of did that too. Dune did that, but they had sort of an expanded stream window where people were able to watch the movie and then get hyped about it. But they sort of did the same thing where they kind of filmed both, the first one and the second one. Then they obviously were getting cleared for the trilogy. And then once they got cleared for the trilogy, they somehow made it the same day. Well, that's Avengers Doomsday's fault. Because they got pushed back 7.
Man, I hate it when I'm right.
Oh my god!
Immediately.
You're not right.
I'm not gonna get into it again.
You're not right.
It's already been delayed.
I am literally clipping off your rant, and
that's fine.
Just your rant. It's gonna be I hope it's not. I don't think it was a minute. It might have been 2 minutes.
It could have been longer.
I was sitting here and my facial expression had to be, I was like, Gavin, I'm not Kevin.
You know what? Just clip off. It's lazy.
You were talking to me like you were talking to Kevin Feige.
Please don't sit me down in front of Kevin Feige. I want to aspire to be respectful to everybody, but I don't know that I could.
I lost it when you said it was your least anticipated movie, which is probably a lie, but it's fine.
It's
not. Shut up.
I wish I was exaggerating.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so disappointed. That's not true. Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is my least anticipated movie. Right above that.
That was pretty good. No, but yeah, I'm really hyped about 2026. And we're gonna be making a lot more content because everything has been a whirlwind as of late. But like we finally got a set. We finally got this. It's a bunch of random stuff, but a lot of stuff we love. So I am going to love this Project Hail Mary. It was one of the first books I've ever read. So.
So proud of
Cannot wait. I was already mad about the trailer. I was like, Gavin, you cannot believe what they did. And then Gavin's like, listen, they have to market the movie. It's
he's going to be very frustrated. This is one of his first book to movie experiences, so go easy on him. He's not used to it.
No, it's going to be great. But shut up.
All
right, we're ending this now. I can't argue with you like 4 times in a row.
Okay, perfect.
But no, this is let's go. Avengers Doomsday, gonna be fantastic. Gonna be the most anticipated movie of the year. Netflix making a huge mistake, making a 17-day window. DCU is in shambles. That's what I got out of this podcast.
Perfect. Marvel's a bunch of lazy bureaucrats. DC's on the up and up, and Netflix taking advantage of all of the golden opportunities afforded to them. That's what I got out of this podcast. Keep your eyes out for reviews for Fire and Ash, Marty Supreme, Is This Thing On, Greenland 2, and The Bone Temple, all upcoming on future podcasts.
Have you seen Is This Thing On yet?
This weekend. I haven't gotten to my off days yet.